Alright. This is a recording for JSR to show them how I do the YBA glitch rather than the out of bounds glitch into Turtle Rock. So it's gotta finish watching me get the sword, and I think I got the bottle here. So here's what you need. First of all, getting the golden sword I'd recommend doing. And come here, and when you come here, you get take your empty bottle, throw it in there, and get a green potion, because you're going to need a green potion for this part. So, yeah, you go to Death Mountain, you climb up the normal, on this screen. So I went and asked the community because I wanted to know for myself. I had the exact same reservations you did about doing an out-of-bounds glitch, doing, something I wasn't supposed to do in the run. So I started talking to the Link to the Past people again, and they kind of cleared it up for me about, what's out of bounds and what's not. What the hell was I doing here? So you come in this portal. One thing you got to do is you need to drain off some magic so you can actually use your green potion. Where am I? Am I on the Turtle Rock? I better be. So you come down here, you don't pick up that bush. I was trying to dash, I messed up. And you come here and you bonk off the rock. Bonking off the rock here puts you in the correct pixel position. So when you land, all you have to do is from there, I'm just pressing right and Y from that position. I don't have to do any readjusting. But I didn't have my magic drain, so I had to do it again. And that's a mess up. So what we saw there is Link didn't turn around and I used the potion. And so I had to reset. This one, you'll see what it's supposed to look like. Well, anyway, I talked to the community, and they explained why one's an OOB and one's not. But yeah, Prez he doesn't really know the rules of this game, really. There you go. Come on, run. No, we got it that time. That only took long enough. Pump, 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 pump. I love pumping up these stairs. It's so much fun. So this time I'll probably drain my magic off before I get down there for one, because it's more convenient to do it that way. However, there's not really a super convenient spot to do it. And there I was trying to get some life. Of course, it's pointless because when you use the green potion in this part, you gain full life anyway. So I was burning off the lantern as I was charging. So this time I'm going to do it right. Okay, right there. When you do it correctly, Link turns around and use the potion. I know, it's confusing because you're like, well, nothing happened. Well, what happens when you do a green potion in the overworld is it increases your door by 1. So here's where the magic's going to start to show what I just did there. So what you're looking for in that part is Link to turn around and the potion to be consumed. And you don't go through the barrier either. Don't hold down right. You got to let it go, or he'll go through the barrier. And then you just go to that spot and you mirror. And you end up like that. And apparently that's not out of bounds. You could stand in a different spot and do it. I mean, you could stand somewhere else that'll kick you back to the dark world that wouldn't be all the way inside that lip. It just doesn't matter at that point because there's more ways to do it. You don't have to do it that way. It's just that's the way they explained it to me. They explained it to me saying that, well, you could do it in you could do the exact same thing in just a slightly different spot, and you wouldn't even be able to see that you were inside the thing when you get kicked out. So it's all just a visual different, one's a mechanical difference that you're going through a wall. When you go out of bounds, you actually go into and then out of a different side of the wall. But in this particular one, you're never going into it. You're only going out of it. So I'll try to back it up, but this video is extremely long, so it'd be hard to get on the spot that we're looking for here. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Is this the right one? No, of course it is, because I'm going back up empty bottled. Okay, so right here. This is where you go. Where the fuck's my cursor? God damn it. Right there. You just stand in that corner. There's nothing to it. You just get in that corner and that works. You can do it in other locations. Is my cursor showing? Yeah. So I figured out that if you stand with the bottom of Link's feet right here, you end up in the bottom door of Turtle Rock. The disadvantage is that you can't even get the mirror shield, and I don't think it saves any time, because you've got to backtrack all the way to the big key still. You can't get to Trinex without the big key, so it doesn't save any trouble. You just stand here. I think that what they were saying is if you stand here or something and you do the mirror, you'll still get kicked out, but you won't have appeared, quote unquote, in the to be so far into the lip of that, ledge. So yeah, this is legal. This is what Zelda does right here. So you go to the bottom. You get a green potion. You throw your empty bottle in the fairies, in the big fairies well, or you buy one for 60 when you go to get your flippers. But obviously, if you're gonna get the golden sword, you want to throw the potion. You want to do it at the ferry. If you don't want to get the golden sword, then you do it on the way to getting the flippers. So you do that when you come to this part. You just go up Death Mountain, go up the top, warp into the dark side, go down, bonk off the rock to set your lineup, push right and Y like you would to do any YBA, and then just go back up here and go to the spot and mirror. And that's it. So enjoy. It's a pretty simple trick. I was confused by it too when I watched the video. So I literally just mimicked what Zelda did in the video, and he sounded like dismayed, like something had gone wrong. So I thought, well, he screwed up. Like something different was supposed to happen. So I tried to do what he did, and when it screwed up for me too, I was like, okay, then I'll do what his backup was, right? And then come up here and do it, and appear up there, and I'm like, okay. Because he also says, oh, there's the other thing, you could do it. He didn't do it, and I was like, well, I don't know what that other thing is, but I finally figured it all out. The other thing he's talking about was this line up here and going to the bottom. Has no advantage, as I could tell. Yeah. There you go.